Ryanair 2171, exit to holding point runway 04 via Alpha Delta.
Alpha Delta, holding point runway 04, Ryanair 2171.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Traffic Tower, dobry dzień, Ryanair 14 Bravo Bravo, establish Dallas Zulu 31.
Ryanair 14 Bravo Bravo, Stefanik Tower, pekný deň, runway 31, clear to land, wind 020 degrees, 14 knots.
Runway 31, clear to land, Ryanair 14 Bravo Bravo. Ja, chlapci,
at 1 tree. Visibility 6. Sky condition, ceiling 500 feet overcast. Temperature minus tree. 2.10. QNH tree 0.27. RNAV runway 11 in use. Landing and departing runway 11 and runway 12. All aircraft read back. Zulu. Wind 065 at 1 tree. Visibility 6. Sky condition, ceiling 500 feet overcast. Temperature minus tree. 2.10. QNH tree 0.27. RNAV runway 11 in use.
Hello from the flight deck. This is your captain
Runway 11
speaking.
and runway 12.
Welcome aboard. We're just finishing up boarding and expect to be on our way shortly.
Ryanair 14,
We
Bravo,
would like to
Bravo,
update you on our
10
progress.
Weather Delta.
In the meantime, please make yourselves
70
comfortable.
weather
Thanks for flying with us today.
Echo 1100.
Ryanair 2171, runway 04, clear for takeoff, wind 020 degrees, 11 knots, Maui.
Runway 04, clear for takeoff, Ryanair 2171. Ahoy. Stepping clear number 3, November Quebec, and number 5, Quebec again.
Santos G, November Quebec,
Ground
number
versus
2,
Uniform
approved,
Romeo
position
Sierra
5,
Alpha
south.
Sierra, ready to copy IFR clearance to Suceava.
Position 5, south.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is cleared to Suceava Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 11 climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
5 Alpha,
Departure frequency is 118.375 squawk 502 tree.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, cleared to Suceava Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 11 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 118.3 75 squawk 502 tree.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra readback correct. Contact ground on 118.3. Good day.
Reserve 7166, Stefanik Tower, runway 31, clear to land, wind 020 degrees, 1 signal.
Clear to land, runway 31, reserve 7166.
Ryanair 14, Bravo, Bravo, see you later, Ali.
Merry Christmas, Ryanair 14, Bravo, Bravo.
Merry Christmas as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Available, expedite taxi.
Karlovy 166. Sunturk 3 November Quebec, request taxi.
Sunturk 3 November Quebec, roger, we'll call you in a minute for taxi.
Taxi, stand by.
Ground Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
Bratislava Tower C25C, Papa Ahoy.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra taxi to and hold short of runway
Roger,
11 via taxiway Bravo Alpha
good
Echo.
day, continue approach runway
Contact
31
tower on
0 degrees,
119.7 when ready.
553.
Ground Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, say again.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra taxi to and hold short of runway 11 using taxiway Bravo Alpha Echo. Contact tower on 119.7 when ready.
Sunturk 3 November Quebec, taxi via Alpha Delta, holding for runway 04.
Taxi hold short runway 11 via taxiway Bravo Alpha Echo Ursa's Uniform.
Enter 553 Papa runway 31, clear to land, wind 020 degrees, 15 knots.
Leave to it, land, say 31,
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
Roger, 166, see you later, goodbye.
Cessna, Salam.
Ground Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting pushback.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra pushback request accepted.
Cabin crew arm doors and cross-check.
Sun 53 November Quebec before departure.
Sun 53 November, Quebec, line up runway 04 and wait.
Line up runway 04, Sun 53 November Quebec.
Enter 553, Papa Taxi, stand 35, via Delta Foxtrot.
Stand 35 via Delta and Foxtrot until 5535.
Sun 3 November, Quebec, runway 04, clear for takeoff, wind 0 to 0 degrees, 12 knots, gusting 18 knots. Have a good flight, goodbye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 04, Sun 3 November Quebec, bye bye, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed. Armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Tower Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra ready for departure, runway 11 IFR to Suceava.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra QNH tree 0.241065 at 15. Cleared for takeoff, runway 11.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 11 Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra contact Proc Center on 118.375. Good day.
Going to 118.375 Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra. Prague Center Ursa's Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is at 3,800 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra Prague Center QNH tree 0.24 radar contact. Continue to Ball 2. Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 450.
Climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect flight level 450 Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet Ursa's Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we will commence our in-light service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept all major credit and debit cards. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
altitude.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, please acknowledge.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 10 Ursus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Station V, Sun Express Minor 80. Good afternoon. On the ground on the hour, Sun Express Minor 80. Say again? Station V, Sun Express Minor 80, good afternoon.
This is Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Delta 562, descent to flight level 130.
Level 130, okay, Delta 5.
Pilot, hello, Emirates 216, super flight level 390. Emirates 216, hello, Bucharest radar contact. Speed 220, 220 or less, solid. Malta 4 Echo Hotel, speed 220, sorry. Yeah, Alpha 1 Delta. Tarom 703 Echo, descend to flight level 110. Kilo, flight level 370, over Kilo. Request flight level 390. Control good afternoon with Malta for Bravo Bravo, checking in 380 for the speed talk. Best radar contact. Okay. Bravo 1745, good day, thanks. Bravo. descend to altitude 3000 feet, to altitude clear direct approach runway 25.
Descending 3000 feet by people, clear direct.
Emirates 76 Juliet, descend 6000 feet.
Descending 6000 feet, Emirates.
Mountain 4 Echo Hotel, descend to altitude 3500 feet, QNH 1022, continue on present heading.
Altitude 3500 feet.
Lot 6 Charlie Victor, descend to altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descending 5000 lot 6 Charlie Victor.
Hello, radar contact.
Lot 7 Hotel Lima, level 350 to Denmark.
Lot 7 Hotel Lima, hello, radar contact. Sky Malta 562, clear direct to intermediate 6 runway 08.
Level 360, inbound carrier, ready for climb.
Proceed direct intermediate 6 runway 08, Malta 562.
Wizz Air 4700, hello, Bucharest, radar contact. QNH now 1022. Full Mountain Alpha Alpha, contact cruise tower 118.705, larga 010.
118.705, Rafael,
Okay. Dynasty 062, bye-bye.
That's a good direct for Sima.
Descending 3000 feet, clear direct for 31 right, Emirates 76 Juliet.
02 is 4 knots, runway 25, clear to land.
Runway 25, clear to land, Mountain 9 for Papa. Heading.
Approach Siesta to Wizz Air 50, passing 3100 feet, climbing 7000 km to Lima.
Siesta Wizz Air 50 identified, climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Wizz Air 50.
50, proceed Arsin.
Red to RZ immediately.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, climb and maintain flight level 450.
Flight level 5.
Climb and maintain flight level 450 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
feet, moderate altitude. Over.
Between 8,000 feet and 4,000.
8,000 and 4,000. Heading and continue descent west to 3,500 feet.
Continue descending 3,500 feet on present heading, code 6 Charlie Victor.
Kilo 6 Charlie Victor, did you copy the information about moderate icing down to 4,000 feet?
Copied.
With Malta 4 Echo Hotel, speed 180 on survey.
Speed 180, that's
Service terminated, contact Suceava Tower 118.3 Lare.
118, contact Alpha 2.
Airport ambulance is on stand, and the ambulance coming from the town is just entering the airport premises.
Perfect, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Star, hello, Santa 4 Echo Hotel, establish silence approach traffic.
Hello, is Malta 4 Echo Hotel, Cruise Tower, wind 080 degrees 5 knots, only 25, clear to that.
Yes, stand by.
Hotel 9603.
Right heading 220 to intercept, the localizer runway 25, semi-confirmed descent.
Right heading 220, clear for intercepting localizer to 5, lot 6 Charlie Victor.
Noi liberă pornirea la semnale dispatcherului pentru poziționare platformă MEAI cu tur de pistă pe partea de sud.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, contact Bratislava Center on 123.825. Good day.
Chișinău 128.975, bye-bye. To 3,000 feet, clear that.
123.825 versus Uniform
Descend
Romeo
3000, clear
Sierra Alpha
silence
Sierra.
25, lot 6 Charlie Victor.
Lot 6 Charlie Victor, no further speed control, thank you.
Free speed 6 Charlie Victor.
Bratislava Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is passing flight level 375, climbing flight level 450.
Goodbye.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra Bratislava Center radar contact. Continue
6
to
November
provide.
Yankee. Correction, Santurg 78 November Yankee, contact Bucharest 25.765. Goodbye.
1575, goodbye, sounds clear, and down again.
Echo, radar service terminated. Contact Yash 119.955. Crăciun fericit.
Taxi Hotel Golf Charlie stand 18.
Golf Hotel start.
Zero, Qatar 16 Juliet, bye.
Took 6 takeoff level 380 inbound Kenneth. Level 370.
Turkish 5 Bravo Kilo, hello, Bucharest radar, contact.
705,
Control Emirates 238 heavy, maintaining flight level 350.
Emirates 238, hello, Bucharest radar, contact.
2825,
05, clear to land, Charlie Victor.
Juliet, contact tower, 118, 715, kellemes működjön.
715, bold operation,
Alpha, decollage the Delta.
Delta 50, contact 133-205.
Confirm Aerian Alpha, Delta cu vira stânga.
Prevezi Boeing, Master 757, down level 133.
Asta vom face 291, să fim decolați și să liberăm Delta.
The traffic information voice helicopter will air taxi above Alpha Delta with the left turn, no issue.
57 identified, expect ILS, 13 right, descend 10,000 feet, QNH 1021.
1021, LS 1 right,
Kieran 1367 identified, expect ILS approach 13 right, follow on extra 2 hotel and descend 9,000 feet, QNH 1021. 1367, my bad, on extra 2 tango. Sziasztok, Renner 29, Zoli uniform identified, I expect ILS 13 right, Arsenal 2 Tango arrival and descend 9,000 feet, QNH 1021. 757, reduce speed 280 knots or less.
Payback failure less is Master.
Budapest approach, Delta Cruiser 50, passing 2,500 feet, climbing on Duzba to
Sziasztok, Wizard 5 Zulu identifies, climb flight level 180.
Level 180, Wizard 5 Zulu.
Kérem 1367, this is 6000.
Utána a Berlin, road Everton info, suggested runway runway 04 right, from 0 gusting to speed to secure, Kilo 1367. Sure, 5, drainage 1021.
Wizmata 757, reduce speed 240 knots or less. Proceed to Bravo Papa 755.
Direct Bravo Papa 755, Kilo 1367, thank you.
Ryanair 29er Zulu uniformed, turn right heading 150. Wizmata 757, descend 6000 feet. You can have free speed for now.
Free speed, Kilo 1367. Approach, hello Israel 726, crossing 3000.
Hello Israel 726, approach radar contact, climb flight level 190.
Coming 190, Israel 726. Hotel November Yankee Roger, your squawk 4230.
Zulu, proceed to Weber.
Proceed to Weber, Wizard 5 Zulu.
From 1367, descend 4000 feet, clear direct, approach 13 right.
Keep the road out, speed, straight out at 13 right, Kilo 1367.
Uniform descend 6000. Wizmata 757, turn left heading 355, reduce speed 220 knots or less.
Left heading 355, speed back to 20. I was marked.
Israel 726, proceed Karov, climb flight level 290.
Karov 290, Israel 726.
Wizard 5 Zulu, contact Budapest 133205.
133205, Wizard 5 Zulu. Ciao.
11367, contact tower 118715, tot ziens.
No, 118715, Kilo 1367. Bye.
Israel 726, contact Budapest 120380, goodbye.
120380, goodbye, Israel 726.
The 757, turn right heading 040.
Right, heading 040.
Bismarck 757, turn right heading 100, clear direct, no clear.
Right, 1,
Runway 29 uniform, contact tower 118715.
118715, runway 29 uniform.
Border correction here.
Border correction. Quebec approach, lot 2 Mike Victor, passing 3600.
Today, lot 2 Mike Victor approach radar contact, climb flight level 180.
Climbing level 180, lot 2 Mike Victor.
Bismarck 757, reduce speed 170 knots or less.
Quebec 17.
Mike Victor, proceed lead to climb flight level 240.
Direct lead to climbing level 240, lot 2 Mike Victor.
Bismarck 757, contact tower 118715. Cheers, man.
Center on 120.375. Good day.
.375 versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra. Goodbye. Budapest Center versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Flight Level 450.
Versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha, Sierra Budapest Center, radar contact, continue.
identified either. Small 3 right, proceed to Bravo 1755. The 2765 and 10,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Hotel November Yankee, runway 0493, wind from 040 degrees at 19 knots, gusting 25 knots.
Sure, radar, hello, Ryanair 4 Delta, Victor, passing altitude 2007 and standing altitude 7,000.
Hello, Ryanair 4 Delta, Victor, identified, transfer, level 180.
Level 180, Ryanair 4 Delta, Victor.
For Delta Victor, proceed Arsin.
Arsin, Ryanair 4 Delta, Victor.
Lot 2 Mike Victor, contact Bratislava 134475. Goodbye.
13475, lot 2, Mike Victor.
Request ATC clearance to Oslo and de-icing is required.
Mr. 7 Papa Kilo Sonic Tower, good morning information. Now X-ray QNH 1022 times 03, clear to Oslo runway 04 Berwa 2 Echo departure, to climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 4411, and yeah, you can expect the ice.
Clear to Oslo from runway 04 Berwa 2 Echo, initial climb 5,000 feet and squawk 4411 with 7 Papa Kilo.
Correct.
With a 2765, descend 6,000 feet. Free speed.
Tango Romeo on 202 Bravo departure, passing 6,700, climbing 7,000 feet.
Florida 89 Tango Romeo identified, climb flight level 180.
Climb level 180, runner 89 Tango Romeo.
Today Lufthansa 2 Charlie Kilo identified. Expect ILS approach 13 right and you are clear to Bravo 755.
Direct transport 755.
Ryder 89 Tango Romeo, proceed verbal.
Con Tudor. Equipo serio.
Wismanta 3 Romeo Romeo, hello Bucharest radar contact.
Pedig 7 Debrecen impulszia. Újfehértől nyugtázom, helyi légnyomás 10-21 használatos pályaúton 04-es, szél 40 fokról, 24 csomó.
They're very good bouncy minutes, lot 5 Papa Romeo, my 25 level 320.
Lot 5 Papa Romeo, hello Bucharest radar contact.
Radar, the phase is the case today, flight level 35 today. Oh, fehértől nyugtázom, köszönöm.
Today, Finna 142, Medeni 430.
Finna 142, hello radar contact. Turkish 7 Tango Foxtrot.
Go ahead, Turkish 7 Tango Foxtrot.
Turkish 7 Tango Foxtrot, you have company traffic behind you. It's a bit faster. Can you increase speed, Mach decimal 79er?
Affirmative, 7 Niner, Max, Turkish 7 Tango.
Leader 7 Papa Kilo.
Turkish 7 Tango Foxtrot, radar, thank you.
Affirmative, 7 Niner with 7 Papa.
Leader 7 Papa Kilo.
Northeast Charlie Victor, welcome, Bucky Fox, Taxi, Hotel, Golf, Echo, Bravo, stand 20.
Packet by Foxtrot, Hotel, Golf, Echo, Bravo, stand 20, lot. Charlie Victor.
Bravo 17425 with Manta for Bravo Bravo.
Conferma turno di final, saluto e felicitare.
5737 approaching report 0, requesting assistance.
The airline is 5737, radar Roger, standby check available. Is 5737, climb to flight level 360.
Landing 360, clear 5737. Meddig 2-es volt, 5-es a felé 133
Lot 513, hello Bucharest, radar contact. So, 3603, hello Bucharest, radar contact, climb to flight level 300 and report requested flight level. Wisgo 3603, Bucharest radar Roger, might not be available, but climb initially flight level 320. Wisgo 3603, clear direct to Repto. With Malta 3 Romeo Romeo, descend to flight level 110. Malta 3 Romeo Romeo, Chisinau just called the speed 250 knots or less.
Runway 04 and we will descend to office 2500 feet.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, contact Bucharest Center on 118.175. Good day.
One 118.175 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Goodbye. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra flight level 450.
Flight level 390, we're proceeding direct max up.
Air Canada 56, hello Bucharest, radar contact.
Thank you.
Speedbird 84 Kilo Victor, speed 160 on our left, contact tower 118.805, have a nice day.
November Bravo, clear direct to Opela, 50 on survey.
We'll be chasing Suceava and
Good afternoon,
should I close your flight then? Affirmative, you can close the flight then. Heading to 6 Station calling, go ahead.
Bucharest approach, good day, Sibiu 47 Quebec, flight level 190, inbound south please.
47 Quebec, Bucharest radar contact. Crash control, the plate 1254, might be speed, descending flight level 330. India 186 Delta, continue present heading 3 minutes of traffic. Continue heading for the traffic in India 186 Delta. With 157 Bravo, transfer level 340.
Descend and maintain flight level 370 versus Uniform
Hello,
Romeo,
Santur 54,
Sierra
Mike
Alpha
Whiskey,
Sierra.
descending flight level 330. Santur 54, Mike Whiskey, Bucharest radar contact. Bucharest control, good day, Turkish 8 Quebec, Quebec. 38 Quebec, Quebec, go ahead. Flight level 340, hello. 38 Quebec, Quebec, radar contact. Sky Malta 8639er, current flight level 350. Landing for level 350, Sky Malta 8639er. Ryanair 7 Golf Romeo, current flight level 320. Yeah, 320, Ryanair 7 Golf Romeo.
With Air 4700.
Golf 571, flight level 320, yep.
German Cargo 571, hello, radar contact.
171, flight level 370, inbound Argus.
Lot 171, hello, radar contact.
Tamazi 652, turn left 15 degrees, vector for Magball climb.
Turkish 5 Bravo Kilo, contact Bucharest 123, decimal 265.
650, and heading will be 104.
Roger.
Singapore 25, good day.
Bucharest, good day, Ryanair 85 Alpha Bravo, climbing 280 to Sun Cruise.
Ryanair 85 Alpha Bravo, Bucharest radar contact, clear direct to Degget, current flight level 300.
Current level 300 to Degget, Ryanair 85 Alpha Bravo.
Brisbane, good afternoon, Singapore 25 flight level 310.
Singapore 25, hello, Bucharest radar contact.
134 decimal 75. 134.7, Calculator 018, goodbye.
Yes, Singapore Quebec, what's the runway Quebec select?
Station phone again?
Yes, Sibiu 47 Quebec, what's the runway Quebec select?
Sibiu 47 Quebec, expect runway 08 right, and stall to uniform.
08 right, copy, Sibiu 47 Quebec.
With Malta 7 Whiskey Bravo, resume navigation to Mopuk.
On navigation to Mopuk, west Malta 7 Whiskey Bravo.
Golfer 018.
Current hello, we will find inbound Argus 330.
Station calling?
Wizard 53.
Wizard 53, hello, Bucharest radar contact.
Sun Express 5 Delta November, good day, Bucharest radar contact.
Ryanair 7 Golf Romeo. Ryanair 7 Golf Romeo, current flight level 340.
Control, good day, Turkish 1 Papa, heavy maintain 390, Rombo.
Turkish 1 X-ray Papa, hello, Bucharest radar contact.
Guided by 383 uniform.
Yeah, fly on heading 155, requested by Sofia Control.
Fly heading 155, guided by 383 uniform.
Salon 704 Alpha, contact approach 119.415.
Good afternoon, Turkey 6507, maintain 3 for long course carry.
Turkey 6507, hello, Bucharest radar contact.
Bucharest radar, buona via, done air 418, flight level 350, on course south, and ready for distance.
Done 418, bună ziua, Bucharest.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain flight level 310. Descend and maintain flight level 310 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Finnair 142, contact Bucharest 123.065. Goodbye.
Glide level 390, Tango 065.
Dane 4, correction, Dane 41, flight level 110.
Approach radar contact, proceed direct to Poli, expect proceed direct to Poli.
Good afternoon, Suceava, minor 821, Bucharest, radar contact.
More seat, yes.
Traffic 138 Tango, same frequency, contact Sofia on 131.225.
131.225, sorry, Southern 138 Tango.
No problem. Ryanair 85 Alpha Bravo, climb to flight level 320.
5320, Ryanair 85 Alpha Bravo.
17.075, Quebec.
India 186 Delta, resume navigation to ONPAD.
Resume normal navigation, direct to ATAT, Air India 186 Delta, and we request level 350, Air India 186 Delta.
Roger, stand by. With 157 Whiskey Bravo, climb to flight level 360.
Corona, Poli,
Bravo, and noise.
695 maintain after at Poli, continue.
395 Bucharest radar contact.
Armada 635 looking for Ryan.
Nudros.
Direct Nudros 65.
And 685, Roger, stand by.
Cross contact 127.075. Goodbye.
127.075, please scan 456 Foxtrot. Thank you, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Level 360 to cross level 350 in 5 minutes or less.
Level 360 to cross 35 in 5 minutes or less, Runner 635.
India 186 Delta, climb to flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, India 186 Delta. Thank you.
Bucharest Skyjo with Malta 731, climb flight level 20, unanswer request 30.
Malta 731, Bucharest radar contact, Roger, stand by.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Flight level 330.
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Ursus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Fonosava Bucharest, look, Juliet Foxtrot 320 climb is approaching slow mode today, final 38.
Lot 6, Juliet Foxtrot, Bucharest radar contact. Stop climb to flight level 300.
Stop climb to level 300, lot 6 Juliet Foxtrot.
India 186 Delta, contact Bucharest 134.380.
134.380, India 186 Delta.
Malta 731, climb to flight level 320.
130, coming to 60, Bucharest, cruising level 340.
Lot 6, correction, lot 4, Mike, Bucharest radar contact, break, with Malta 731.
With Malta 731, go ahead.
Malta 731, climb to flight level 320.
Climb level 320 with Malta 731.
Climb to flight level 340.
SBA 47 Quebec, clear direct to Obela.
Proceeding Obela, SBA 47 Quebec.
3603,
Express 5 Delta November, contact Sofia 134.7. Bye bye.
1347, Sun Express 5 Delta November, bye bye.
Lot 6512, contact Bucharest 127.075. Bye bye.
127075, Lot 6512. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you.
Final 6285, contact Bucharest radar 134.380, bye bye.
134.30, 635, goodbye, thank you. 50, bye bye.
320, call you back for higher in approximately 2 minutes.
Maintaining 320 is on the system. 2 service master 372.
Liner 85 Alpha Bravo, turn right 5 degrees vector to neighbor climb.
Right 5 degrees, Liner 85 Alpha Bravo.
Reset 6 Liner 5, continue on present heading, 5 minutes for spacing.
Present heading with 695.
Good day, Lot 1 Kilo Mike, flight level 340, proceeding command.
Hello, Lot 1 Kilo Mike, Bucharest radar identified, clear to Kenin.
Kenin, Lot 1 Kilo Mike.
Clear direct. Runway 08 in Chisinau.
Direct intermediate speed for 08. Bucharest, hello, to aviation 548, level 400 to KLL.
To aviation 548, bună seara, București, de contact.
Turkish Control, good day, Turkish 7 Yankee Echo, maintain flight level 330, on course Bobak.
Turkish 7 Yankee Echo, hello, Bucharest, de contact.
51022, continue to be good, expect Express to 5, position.
Wisgo 3603, clear to Pitok.
Sorry, Peter, Wisgo 3603.
Sibiu 1020, clear direct approach runway 2734, localizer reception.
Aterizarea Spital Oradea 12050 Zulu.
Helicopter 341, București, fără confirm.
Turkish 7 Yankee Echo, Bucharest radar, Roger, no problem.
Roger.
Signal Julia Cruise Tower, stay by for Occasion, call you back in a few seconds.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Maintain speed not above 250 knots. Expect turn at runway 16 approach via Humor transition. Cleared to Humor.
Descend and maintain 4,700 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Expect RNAV runway 16 approach via Humor transition. Cleared to Humor versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 5,400 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,400 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 4,300 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,300 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Turkey 7 Yankee Echo, any chance to climb flight level 350? Affirmative, Turkey 7 Yankee Echo.
Turkey 7 Yankee Echo, you have company.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down, and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 4,300 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,300 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 3,700 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,700 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 5,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,500 feet versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Welcome. And Turkey 7.
Altitude.
Negative, sir. I was just telling you.
Landing gear.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, you are 12 miles northwest of Suceava. Contact Suceava Tower on 118.3 inbound.
Tower on 118.3 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Suceava Tower versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra 12 miles northwest inbound RNAV runway 16 approach.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra Suceava Tower. QNH 30.41 wind 063 at 10. Cleared RNAV runway 16 approach.
Cleared RNAV runway 16 approach versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Altitude.
Hi, Captain.
Suceava
The
Tower
cabin is
versus
now
Uniform
secure for
Romeo
landing.
Sierra Alpha Sierra is going missed.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, contact Bucharest Center on 118.175. Good day.
Going to 118.175 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is missed approach at Suceava.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, you are 8 miles north. Keep speed not above 220 knots, expect board DME Yankee runway 16 approach via Sierra Charlie Victor 66 radial 12 DME arc clear to Sierra Charlie Victor. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, keep speed not above 220 knots.
Keep speed not above 220 knots, expect VOR DME Yankee runway 16 approach via Sierra Charlie Victor 66 radial 12 DME arc cleared to Sierra Charlie Victor versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 070.
Continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 070 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra would like to change destination to Suceava.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is cleared to Suceava Airport as filed. Squawk 502
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra cleared to Suceava Airport as filed. Squawk 502 tree.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra readback correct. Radar contact 3,000 feet. QNH tree 0.39er continue to KV 116 turning and following heading 285 for zoom on navigation climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Continue to KV 116 turning and following heading 285, resume own navigation climb and maintain 7,000 feet versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, you are 3 miles northwest. Keep speed not above 220 knots, expect VOR DME Yankee runway 16 approach via Sierra Charlie Victor 66 radial 12 DME arc clear to Sierra Charlie Victor.
Keep speed not above 220 knots, expect VOR DME Yankee runway 16 approach via Sierra Charlie Victor 66 radial 12 DME arc cleared to Sierra Charlie Victor versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 080. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
Continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 080 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 355. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
Turn left heading 355 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 355. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, please acknowledge.
Turn left heading 355 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 355. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, please acknowledge.
Turn left heading 355 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 295.
Turn left heading 295 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 250.
Turn left heading 250 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Sky Dubai 902 Foxtrot, Roger, standby.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn right heading 265.
Turn right heading 265 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Take Bucharest 133.630, bye bye.
133.630.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to a CV65, turning and following heading 190. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Zero course Arcus.
Good day, Rainer 445 Delta, Bucharest, radar contact.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is type Cessna C25C 7 miles north of Suceava, 3,000 feet.
On the route.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra Bucharest Center. Squawk 7165.
Hello, Turkish 7 Delta Mike, Bucharest, radar contact. Whiskey
Versus
73,
Uniform
climb to
Romeo
flight
Sierra
level
Alpha Sierra
320.
radar contact 6 miles north of Suceava, 3,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace versus Uniform Romeo
Uniform
Sierra
Master
Alpha
Vibu descend
Sierra.
to 3000, clear by LS 25.
After people descend 3000, clear down less than 0.25, function 1.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra 4 miles north of Suceava. Request IFR to Suceava ready to copy.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra is cleared to Suceava Airport as filed. Squawk 7165.
571, contact
Versus Uniform
Bucharest
Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra cleared to
130.230,
Suceava
bye
Airport
bye.
as filed. Squawk 7165.
130.230,
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, read back correct. Radar contact 3,000 feet. QNH tree 0.39er, turn right heading 160, resume own navigation climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Turn right right, heading 160, resume own navigation climb and maintain 7,000 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Maintain 350, you'll get higher in 7 or 8 minutes.
Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, you are 1 mile north.
Maintain 350
Keep speed not above 220 knots, expect door DME Yankee runway 16 approach via Sierra Charlie Victor 66 radial 12 DME arc clear to Sierra Charlie Victor.
Bye-bye.
Keep speed not above 220 knots, expect VOR DME Yankee runway 16 approach via Sierra Charlie Victor 66 radial 12 DME arc clear to Sierra Charlie Victor versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Baltic 421 Bucharest, radar contact. Baltic 421, climb to flight level 320 at level 2, request en route.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning in following heading 045.
And, sir, make a scope ident.
Continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 045 versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha
Continue to
Sierra.
Sierra Alpha Tango, climb to flight level 320.
Continue approach, contact Cluj 118.705, bye.
Continue approach Cluj 118.705, fraction 179 uniform, bye. Hello, fraction 179 uniform, inbound to depot, descend to 3,000 feet, clear for
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning in following heading 045.
You are Airlines 5814, flight level 350 inbound, Bucharest.
Geography Airlines 5814, Bucharest, radar contact.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
LKKV, clear, descend.
Continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 045 versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra
Roger,
Alpha
descend to
Sierra.
flight level 120.
Descending 120, 771 Echo.
08, descend to flight level 110.
130230, bye.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 070.
408, continue descent flight level 70.
Continue to Sierra Charlie Victor turning and following heading 070 versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading tree 25.
Turn left heading tree 25 versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Skyro 408, contact Chișinău 133.3, bye-bye.
Afternoon, Scandinavia 94 Yankee flight level 380 inbound Narca.
Yeah, with Malta 788, because radar contact.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 280.
Turn left heading 280 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
177, descent level 120 inbound Charlie 151.
Bună ziua, with Malta 9 Whiskey Hotel, radar contact, Charlie 1251, next deboot, no speed, ILS 25.
Speed Charlie 151, then deboot for ILS 25, Malta 9 Whiskey Hotel.
Minor Whiskey Hotel, descend to 4000, QNH 1023.
1000, QNH 1023, Malta 9 Whiskey Hotel.
Right by 10 degrees. New heading will be 110 for the 5686.
Roger, heading 110.
Foxtrot, Quebec, maintain flight level 350.
Good day, Turkish 2 Fox Quebec, because radar contact.
Yes, Faction 179 uniform.
Sure, no problem. Vacate Fox, taxi, Hotel, Golf, 1010, report with the marshal inside.
Thank you. So Fox Hotel Golf stand 10 with Masha, Faction 179. Foxtrot, Quebec, can you coordinate direct to Rixan if available?
Turkish 2 Fox Quebec.
Affirmative, Turkish 2 Fox Quebec.
Turkish 2 Fox Quebec, standby.
Patronul confirmă liberă decolare din poziția actuală cu rulaj aerian Alfa Delta, după care procedați către vest.
Rulăm Alfa Delta și decolare către vest, 341.
341, bănuiesc că veți merge cu Edin Oradea Arad?
Afirm, cu Edin Oradea Arad.
Confirm, mulțumesc. O să vă rog o altitudine maximă de zbor și o estimă de aras.
Maxim premii de picioare, estimăm Arad 1245 Zulu.
Air Baltic 41, radar, go ahead.
Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, turn left heading 265.
Turn left heading 265 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra. Bucharest Center versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra requesting vector to next week.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, continue to SCV-65 turning and following heading 190.
Continue to SCV-65 turning and following heading 190 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Altitude.
Good afternoon, it is 39 November Delta, level 370 to Rabda.
Good afternoon, with 39 November Delta, Bucharest, radar contact. Stage 6 at course to Unira.
Towards Unira, post CF 686, mostly most.
For 5 Delta, contact Bucharest 123.265. Bye bye.
123.265, I'm in 445 Delta. Bye.
For Roger, descend to flight level 120.
Descent level 120, CR 5814.
Austrian 71 Echo, descend to flight level 110.
Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, you are 8 miles north of Suceava. Contact Suceava Tower on 118.3 when inbound.
7 Lima Golf, contact Bucharest
Tower on
134.460.
versus
Bye bye.
Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
134.460, thank you very much. 7 Lima Golf.
Suceava Tower versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra 7 miles north inbound for DME Yankee runway 16 approach.
7 Echo, descend to flight level 70.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra Suceava Tower. QNH 30.3 Niner wind 063 at 10. Cleared VR DME Yankee runway 16 approach. Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra wind 063 at 10. Cleared to land runway 16.
Hotel, after Lima 25
Clear to land runway 16 versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra.
3000. PRLS 25 Hotel.
Bucharest, radar contact.
Mi-am de blocare 13730. Mulțumim, Crăciun fericit și sărbători fericite.
Request by level 320.
With go 73, do traffic, you have to maintain 340, you'll get higher in 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Whistler 73.
With Malta 377, Bucharest, radar contact. 7, Roger, climb to flight level 320.
Bucharest control, good day, surface 4 micro, flight level 340, proceeding Canyon.
Roger, Fish 4 my Golf, Bucharest, radar contact. 1 Echo, contact Chișinău, radar 133.3, bye-bye. Switch to Chișinău 133.3.
500. Autopilot.
Parallel 320, any chance for Parallel 30?
With Malta 788, standby to coordinate.
Cruise 18705, double perfect.
18705 is 9.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra exit runway 18.
Tell wrong people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated and fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your journey.
Contact direct to ADMEC.
Direct to RP, Austrian 73 uniform.
Austrian 73 uniform negative, direct to ADMEC.
Direct to ADMEC.
Suceava ground versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra request taxi to parking.
Versus Uniform Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo Charlie.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo, Charlie versus Uniform Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra.
With Malta 788, climb to flight level 340 on present heading.
Papa 340, present heading to South 788.
Continue present heading.
Continue present heading, Austrian 73 uniform. US Karlovy 244, 350 to ASMEC.
Roger, Karlovy 244, Bucharest, radar contact. Flight level 340 to traffic.
Maintain 340, Turkish 4 micro.
Turkish 4 My Golf, confirm requesting flight level 320 or 360.
Cabin crew, disarm doors.
330 is long contact for you, only 320.
Okay, we request 320, Turkish 4 mile course.
Turkish 4 My Golf, Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, when disembarking, please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking down the stairs. Please ensure that you supervise your children and for your own safety, do not walk underneath the wing.
Roger, Baltic 6 Golf November, Bucharest, radar contact. With Malta 788, expedite reaching flight level 340.
Now we're soon reaching 340, is Malta 788. From 340?
With Malta 788, affirm 340. You have traffic opposite at 350. Time to pass 2 minutes, so maintain 340.
Affirm we're at 340 with Malta 788.
Turkish 4 My Golf, descend to flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Turkish 4 mile course.